Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. So where we left off last time, we were at Wintersun. We finished most of it. We have to go deal with the Spectre stuff. So we're gonna take a little journey down there. Our Legion has done all of its stuff. I did some brief ruling things, and that we just had to do a couple events. Nothing significant, nothing all that interesting. We spotted a traveling merchant. Hell yes, we want to speak with the traveling merchant. I love the skeletal man. And his... Actually, I really just love his horse. He's got a nightmare, which is super cool looking. You look over here. Actually, he's got two nightmares with their flaming hair and black coats. Looks really cool. Anyways, we're gonna just see his wares. This is the first time we met him in this game, I think. So let's do price in descending order and see what he's got for stuff. This ring doubles the threat range of the wearer's kinetic blasts. It stacks with the effects of an improved critical feat. That's actually amazing if we ever wanted to make a kineticist. Unfortunately, we don't really have... There is no kineticist NPC that has storyline stuff. And yes, we could definitely just make a mercenary one, but it's not as fun to bring mercenaries in either this game or in Kingmaker because they don't have storylines, they don't have side quests, they don't really have any personality, so they're less fun to have around, honestly. What else do they got here? They got some haramakis, some headbands of mental perfection, but only +2. Nothing that is jumping out at me. I'm gonna buy a couple diamonds, because why not? We have nothing to sell. We're actually kind of getting low on money. I bought a bunch of diamonds already, in all honesty. So let's just give him a different task. What do you sell? Oh, what's he doing right now? He is doing magicianal, mystical spell thingies. Okay, well, we're gonna go with personal protection equipment for now. And next time we see him, we should have some new stuff for us to take. Now we have some raised dead diamonds, though, so that's important. They are just a tiny bit cheaper than buying raised dead scrolls by 1,000 gold. Unfortunately, they do require your cleric to be alive to cast them, so there is always that as well. Oh, we failed to sneak past some enemies. This could actually be devastating for us, depending on what they are. We might just die. Sometimes random encounters are kind of intense. Let's see what we got, though. Oh yeah, this is definitely a very intense random encounter. Okay, we're just going to reload out of this, because this is going to be a nightmare to fight. Let's bounce back to here. I think this might be where the skeleton's autosave was. Maybe we'll rest here and then we'll continue on our way, or maybe we'll just keep walking, because there's no guarantee that we're going to fail our stealth roll again. Also, that was a ruthless random encounter. Wait, where are we? Oh, okay. Anyways, this is definitely on the way of where... Oh, we can rest here. How far is it to Wintersun? 6 hours? Let's just rest here. And then we can just pretend like that whole thing never happened. You might be wondering, like, why wouldn't you just do the random encounter? Oh, wait, we didn't have anyone doing the protective rituals? Oh, that was dumb of me. Oh, well, that's fine. It'll be fine. But really, we didn't? What the hell happened? Why are you not... Whatever. It's fine. There's someone on the road. Get ready. This could be good or bad. If it's Berenger, I'd be pretty happy. Berenger? Whatever his name is. It might be, actually. I'm gonna save. We may need to do some spells. Oh, no it is not. Baphomet Cultist Cleric. The cultist smiles sweetly at you. Well, well. What have we here? The freshly minted commander straight from Dresden. Here's what's going to happen, Commander. You will give us specimen 3, 6, 7. We'll bring it back to Eyes to Master Bladesmith, and no one will get hurt. If you refuse, well, prepare to die. Bladesmith, is it? Then I know who you creeps are. You're the same lot that slaughtered my party, then tortured me for some dark experiments. Commander, just give the order. I'll wipe the floor with them. I have an old score to settle. Yeah, I'm not giving Finian to you. Then we will take the specimen ourselves. Let's show those scumbags what's what, Commander. To battle.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
This is a little bit grim, unfortunately. We don't have any buffs. Not that that's necessarily a game-breaking thing for us, just would have been nice to have some buffs, honestly. We need to move up a little. That was truly a terrible roll. But fine, whatever. Divine power, prayer, bless. Charge, nope, charge, nope. Charge, oh man. Delay. I can't shoot the evoker. I could shoot the conjurer.
I will resist.
And kill him, apparently. The evoker is a little less good for us. Why is his fire snake so much better than ours? And the archer did some damages, but where's the archer? There's an archer somewhere. I don't know where they were shooting from, but they hit Ember, so... I mean, they gotta be close-ish, right? Haste time. Alright, let's get in here and do some things. Do we want to go after a random archer? We'll use Sela to go hunt the archer.
I'll just have to resort to brute
You're going into
force.
melee. There's archers somewhere over here. I saw shots being fired.
Into the fray.
There's gotta be another one around here somewhere as well. Oh, right there. Okay, we know where the archers are. 3 archers. Never mind, there's several of them. Okay, we need to move Ember back so she doesn't get killed. Importantly. We'll just blast things with fire. Like here. And then we just start shooting the evoker. And then we miss all of our iterative attacks. Great. Alright. Get some skelly boys over there to start hitting the archers. Or they'll run away from the archers and go do something else entirely. Sure. That works, I guess. That might as well happen. Not the worst damage in the world. Okay, let's go hit this man. And he's still not dead.
The light take you.
Terrible attack rolls. Let's move over to here. Hit both of them. Almost dead, kinda. Yay, horse, you got it! I believed in you the whole time. I definitely wasn't doubting you at all.
Death note.
Well, there we go. There's more of them dead. Oh no. Don't do anything. Don't waste any time. Kind of regret the skeletons now. I meant for them to just, you know, distract the archers, but now they're kind of just being annoying.
You've made your choice.
The inheritor.
Alrighty.
My blade.
One guy left.
Make your peace.
And that's the end of that. Alright, so cleaned out some more baddies. I don't know why I'm looting from this particular pile of dead archers. We can just...
Watch out for trouble.
let's check the area first. There may actually be... Actually, I don't think there's any non-Baphomet related loot here. I just want to level so badly. It's so close, yet so far away.
Keep your calm.
I was saying something about the random encounter previously. Oh, right, the reason I didn't do it because no one wants to spend like 3 hours trying to win a very annoying and stupid fight. That's a random encounter. It's not like a story fight. It's not even like a unique fight. It's a random encounter that didn't go our way on a stealth check. That would have taken me hours to beat because of things like level train, the Drachni poison that we'd have to deal with, all that kind of junk. Something I just didn't want to do. We're going to need death wards, greater heroisms, and we're just going to cruise through this area, massacring spirits. think we got 4 of them to kill, maybe 5. At the very least, 4 of them to kill. And then we'll be done with this whole area. This will be done. It's exciting to get things completed all the way. Yeah, but definitely Death Ward and probably some protection magics against elements for certain encounters, because some of them are interesting. We need to go to here. That doesn't look right. To here. That looks right. Where are they going? Oh, I see. They have to go around. I understand. Okay. We have to go back or past this intro area where there was a bunch of dead Crusaders. I wonder if they're still there. So even though we've restored peace to the area, the Crusaders are definitely still there and dead. It's not exactly, you know, the best way of dealing with this, I don't think, but here we are, notwithstanding. Alright, this is going to be a painful experience, guaranteed.
You're a good person. I like you.
Let's get some death wards out. We're only going to do it on you. You for the moment. Same thing with greater heroisms.
Yes?
You're done casting those, you can get that. And you,
Anything new?
the final heroism on the horse, not the horse, on Arueshalae.
Trust in yourself.
And the last one of those. I don't necessarily think we're going to need a displacement for this. We're probably going to need haste. Okay, I've saved. We're good. Alright, collecting this thing. Ember, why are you there? Don't do that. Indecipherable ranting. How dare you steal from the dead knights of Sarkoris? Return my whip or you will know my wrath.
A bright future awaits us.
I think we just try and leave, he'll attack us. Nope, he's just gone now. Okay, the first one I believe is just up here. In fact, he's right there. He appeared and actually caused me to jump a little bit. Alrighty, back Darren up. He does not need to be in melee. Freebooter's Bane on the Spectre, move in.
I will resist.
What's its armor class? 41, not the worst. He is incorporeal, sorry. He has a bark skin, which is a dispellable thing we can do. Some damage just went out. I'm not entirely sure how hard this is going to be. Immune to energy drain. Sweet. Alright. Let's Evil Eye it, even though I don't think we're going to pass the will save. Immune to Evil Eye. Okay, well that didn't help our situation even the slightest. Don't do anything. We hit it pretty good there. Can Arueshalae actually deal some damage this time? Yes. Nothing yet. This first one's pretty easy. Doesn't cast a lot of spells or anything. Yeah, there's no way she's hitting that target. Okay.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Terrible attack rolls. We may have to deal with this a little bit differently.
No glory without
We have to try and dispel the bark skin or something.
guide my hand.
Because otherwise, this is going to take 9 years to do this one easy one. Okay. Still 0 damage, though, which is kind of awesome. Let's try and dispel it. We only have lesser dispel, which is not a great one. We failed to dispel literally anything from it. Super.
So it comes to this.
Oh man, we're gonna take forever to deal with this one.
The inheritor, guide my
Doesn't help that our rolls are only good on the iterative rolls where it requires like 20 to hit. Could haste, but I'm not going to. It's only doing attacks which don't do any damage, so... Should we try another dispel? We could. Nothing again. What's the DC actually? Let's just take a quick look at this. We have plus 11. It is a 28 DC for any of the spells. So we need to roll a 17.
You've made
That's
your
probably
choice.
not going to happen. So we're better off just attacking and doing
Into the fray.
nothing.
I will resist.
We'll use heavier spells and stuff when it comes to the next ones. The ones that actually use magic and stuff. This one just is attacking for 0 damage.
Surrender or else.
And yeah. Come on.
The light.
Please die. Okay, one's dead. Now, you'll notice we didn't get any experience for that. Yes, that is true. You don't. It sucks. The next one's down here, by the way. We will be hasting
You
for this
require
one.
my unbiased opinion?
Even though I think we need freedom of movement, but that's not going to be a thing we're going to be able to have access to here. At least not reliably. There it is.
My friends.
This one does cast spells for sure.
Prepare yourself.
Missed all of our attacks. Here comes Entanglement. It looks so weird, I gotta say. Although I don't think this one can actually deal enough damage, or any damage really, to kill us.
Out of my sight.
We are going to be stuck in this sludge for a while. Magic Missile. They don't seem to have any spell resistance, which is actually kind of neat. For sure, get that going, because I'm not entirely sure she's getting into range this turn. And she's definitely not. We could try and do something like this. Did 10 damage, which is basically worthless.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
We did a little bit of damage there.
Desna, guide my hand.
We got hit for 0 because no ability drain. That is the best part of this fight, is that when it comes to actually hitting us, except for the later iterations which have some nastier, like, evocation-y spells that can do a lot of damage, this one, not so much.
To this.
And a lot of them don't have a lot to do. So as long as you have Death Ward, you're pretty much okay. It's also better to clear the map before you take that whip and deal with the specters, because then you just have to deal with them alone, and they're way easier to deal with alone than when you have a whole bunch of demons as well punching you in the face.
You've made your choice.
Terrible. Alright,
I will resist.
that was better. And we just kind of casually just keep attacking with our melee.
Take you.
Eventually it'll die. Can't really do anything to us other than this entanglement, which looks cool but is really weird looking.
No fear.
Terrible attack rolls all around.
Yourself.
There we go, it's almost dead. We're taking hits, but we're not taking damage or ability drain.
Into the fray. Yeah.
Come on, someone hit it. Just one more hit. Maybe 2.
I'll just have to resort
There we go.
to brute
1 hit.
force.
Alright, let's move. We're gonna get off of the sludge stuff. I remember there's one up here by the camp exit here. And then there's also one, I think, down over here. I can't remember if there's 4 or 5 of these things, though. Maybe there's 5? Wonder if it has a thingy on this. Broken gauntlets. Battered spirit. Nope, that's Erebeth's thing. Back to the roots. No, that's Soul, and we have to go to Canabris for that. I should probably do that at some point. There it is.
Words has passed.
Did I save recently? God, I hope this isn't a horrible one.
Desna, guide my hand.
Alright, well, we'll find out really fast because it's going to either cast something terrible at us or it's not. And that's really all there is to know about this particular encounter. 8 damage, nice. Solid. Is this spirit evil, by the way? Neutral evil. We can use Smite Undead, or Smite Evil. Oh, Sirocco, no. We need to... Okay. This actually might not be the worst thing in the world, depending on how this protection spell goes off. No, it's pretty bad. We need to get closer to Ember without getting into the Sirocco ourselves next turn. Or we quickly reload and get protection from fire to start with, so we don't die. We'll see what happens.
Oh, it comes to
It's always the
this.
chance we can survive this. We need to get her out of the Sirocco.
Make your peace.
Ember is down.
The light. Take you.
Oh right, I was gonna do Smite Evil. I should have done that first. Oh well. Ember is definitely going to die if we don't get a spell on her to save her life. I think we can get a protection from fire on her. Yes, perfect. We'll get a resistance one too, but that will keep her alive until next round at least.
You made your choice.
No luck there. We moved forward. We still can't hit it with anything. Okay. What else do we do here? Phantasmal Killer's not going to do anything. Just stay out of the way, I guess.
I will resist.
It's half dead. Ember is also half dead, but she'll be fine.
Into the fray!
Darren's going to heal. Need to get Ember's life total up a little bit. Hopefully she can get up soon. She's also exhausted, apparently.
No fear!
And we need haste again. Can anyone be hasted that's in range of everyone else? Good. That worked out.
Prepare yourself.
Haste is important. Ember's fine for now.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Ember's gonna need some resistance though, so let's move up to here again. If we can get a greater protection from fire on, we need a resistance from fire to lower the overall amount of damage she's taking. The horse may also survive.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Of course, we're never gonna win this fight. We're rolling like 6s every time.
Desna, guide
Although,
my hand.
if my main character rolled in craps, I would take his rolls any day because he rolls so many 6s and 5s. I would be making mint. Craps would be an amazing game for our main character to play. I don't think I've ever seen him roll a 7. He may have rolled an 11. There we go. Everyone is fine. Oh, Nightmare's awake. Get out of the Circo.
So it comes to this.
And in some 6 or 7 decades, we'll win the fight.
Make your peace.
At least Arueshalae is actually hitting this thing pretty well. Ember... Nope. I thought Ember had gotten up.
No glory without
She had not.
risk.
Oh, she's taking damage again, which means it's time for another protection from fire. The actual protection one. The one that stops damage itself. She apparently chewed through all of her protection last time. Yes, we finally got a good hit there. Look at that. Almost dead. Nightmare's out of the thing. Everyone's out of the thing except for Ember.
I will resist.
Ember will never get out of this. And Seal will never get a hit. She has been missing literally every attack forever.
No fear.
Of course, our main character's not doing any better.
Prepare yourself.
Ember, if you could stand up at some point, that would also be great as well. Alright, one hit. There we go. Yay! Okay, now we just need everyone to not move, and eventually Ember will get up. Run away. Nope. How long does Circle last for?
I can do this.
Around a level? Something like that, right? It's gone. Okay. Now as soon as she gets up, we can go to the next one. I think there may only be one left, but maybe 2. 1 or 2 left. There's one down here for sure. I know this one exists. And I don't remember if there's another one. There might be one up here as well. Oh, well, there's definitely one here. Wasn't expect... Oh, did we... Okay, good. It was a baleful polymorph, but we made our saving throw. That is good, because that would have been really, really bad if we had not. I thought the one down here was further on. I was way off on that one. Right side. We didn't get balefully polymorphed, I guess. Also kind of bright side. Everyone's really nicely spread out.
Desna, guide my hand.
And did haste just wear out for everyone but our main character? How does that work? Maybe he just hadn't hit his turn yet.
It comes to this.
I'm glad there wasn't an AOO there. It just occurred to me that we could have lost the level.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Let's get in here. Let's get some flanking going. 20s to hit. Yep, sounds about right.
Too late for apologies.
I really thought this guy was further down, though. Maybe not. I thought he was down here by the... You know what? I'm just not going to complain. We'll fight him. It's fine. We didn't fail our roll against
Make
Baleful
your
Polymorph.
peace.
That's good enough for me.
You've made your choice.
Finally got some okay rolls there. God, Death Ward is like the best spell ever to exist against undead. And then we just kind
I
of
will resist.
casually kill it again. If there's one more left, I just... Oh, I moved by accident. That's okay. That's fine. Everything is okay. Doesn't make that much of a difference.
Without risk.
So maybe we could have... That might have been the round where we got all 4 attacks to hit and we win the fight.
Prepare yourself.
That would be extraordinarily unlucky.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay, I'm gonna save. There is definitely one more. I think it's down here. I'm almost certain there's one down here. I just have a lot of glare on my screen right now and I can't see what I'm doing. I think it's in here.
Keep your calm.
There it is.
Logic is lacking.
That's what I thought. I just didn't remember that other one over there. Can I charge you? Sure, go in. Missed entirely. Firestorm was less than good, but we didn't die.
To resort to brute force.
Desna, guide my hand.
Alright, we're gonna move Darren up a little. And not heal because he can't right now. Time to spread people out so they don't immediately get turned into paste. And Ember's gonna run away. You can't take another hit like that, and so you're not going to. You're gonna run over there somewhere.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
What's creeping? Oh, spider swarms.
I shall survive this ordeal.
Okay. Well,
So it comes to this.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the spider swarms, to be honest with you. Actually, I have an idea. This may require a rest. I'm gonna try something. Something a little interesting. Interesting indeed is the only way I could be able to describe it. We're gonna take a rest though. And the reason is, I'm going to switch out some spells. Specifically, one spell. Go away, go away, go away. Give, give, give. Yes. Okay. Quick rest. We're awfully close to where that thing spawns. Someone else is good at this, aren't they? I don't care. Somebody deal with this. You. Why are you not there? That's better.
No.
Blah, 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 blah. Everyone gets back up. We do some buffs. Hey, we didn't fail to impact corruption again. Or no, we did fail, sorry. We failed to impact corruption again. Arueshalae looks upset. It seems she's been plagued by dark thoughts since leaving Wintersun. That mortal Murack. I just can't stop thinking about what happened to him and his whole village. It was a real tragedy. Yes, it was. Demons break the minds of mortals so easily, no matter how wise or noble those mortals are. A whole village living in a world of illusion for a century. You know, ever since we left, I keep thinking, what if the same thing is happening to me now? What if I just think I've joined the crusade, and I'm fighting against the demons? It's just that, what I'm doing here, it all seems so unreal. You're right. Remember how you told me Desna once kept you trapped in the world of dreams? What if she never let you out of there? Arueshalae looks at you stunned. So where does that leave me then? If it's true, then all my attempts to redeem myself and the crusade and even you, all of it's just an illusion sent to me by Desna. Everything around me is fake. And in reality, I'm still her captive. What a horrible thought. Desna would never do that to me. Or would she? No. No, she would never do that. Right, sure. In reality, you're just a little butterfly that fell asleep on the page of an encyclopedia one summer afternoon, and the whole crusade is just your dream. Don't laugh at me, I'm serious. If you look at things like that, all my fears seem rather stupid, but that proves nothing. At all. I can laugh at the idea of living inside an illusion while being in one, can't I? She frowns. If the whole crusade is an illusion, then who am I? You? Arueshalae looks into your eyes, confused. This is odd, but I can't picture you as an illusion. Anyone but you. Oh, but what if that thought's a delusion too? I'm real. I swear it. She shivers, but doesn't jerk her hand back. She squeezes your palm with her hot, dry fingers. I believe you. You must be real. I don't want to imagine a world where that is not so. But she lets go of our hand. I bet Murack said the same thing to his demoness. I so desperately want to believe you're real, but he wanted to believe too. He also had his doubts, but he chose to wave them away because he wanted to love his demoness. Tell me, how am I any different from them? Hold on, you just said you want to love me? Arueshalae's face turns bright red and she looks away. I didn't mean to. Well, she inhales and exhales loudly. I do care about you a lot. That's why I was so scared by the things I saw in Winter Sun. It's terrifying to think that that such deep feelings could be a delusion. The difference is that he lived inside the illusion and he knew it, whereas you live in the real world and you know it. Do I? Arueshalae wrinkles her forehead. I think I do. When you talk about it, everything seems so simple, but when I'm alone again, all the doubts come back, and I pile up more and more of them. And by morning, I'm back to not knowing what's real and what's not. You should spend more time with your friends and less than time inside your own head. Yes, you're right. She gives me a shy smile. If I get lost in my thoughts again, you'll help me return to reality, won't you? Yes. Yes, I will. Okay, we're gonna deal with this situation here. We're gonna save because... Oh, and we need to do our 3 heroisms at the very least. We're not gonna keep these selected, spelled, whatever you want to call them.
Trust in yourself.
Sirocos forever because they can hit our own team. I think there is a thing where all of your spells don't hit your own team somehow. Maybe that's the angel thing. Can't remember now. And you...
Open to ideas.
Oh, got everyone? Okay.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Do those things. I'm going to do a couple other spells while I'm here. And let's do this. This. And that. Alright. So we're going to throw some Sirocos. And we're also going to do some protection spells. Because we might as well get some protection against that fire spell that's going to be coming down the pipes. This will actually keep us alive against our own Sirocos as well, but it doesn't prevent us from getting knocked down by them. The knockdown's really the problem. Actually, I don't think our main character can be knocked down. Where is it? You can definitely be knocked down, just can't be slowed or movement impaired. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so I don't know why I bothered to put mirror image on, but here we are.
Anything new?
Let's start with some Sirocos. This is gonna suck a lot. Okay. Moving up. Start the fight. It's now deep inside of a Siroco.
I will resist.
Just gonna hold off. If it wants to come towards us, that's fine. But we're not going towards it. We're gonna let it come to here, or we're just gonna wait it out. We can shoot it from a distance, which is fine. But I want the spiders to spawn inside that area and hopefully get hit. Unfortunately, it does appear to be immune to fire damage. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Prepare yourself. Discipline.
Okay, we did some damage to it. Siroco didn't work on them. Apparently they just walked right through it. I think we need to... I don't know what we're going to do about that. Okay, well... I need to heal at the very least. Maybe we can still deal with this. That was kind of a hopeful situation that now is not working. Why can't you cast... Oh, you're sickened. Great. The people we need to have actually cast spells can't do anything. Actually, no one can do anything. The spiders, I think, have killed us. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe we move our melee people close to the Sirocco. We need to keep our ranged people way back. We're gonna get this. That's fine. Is it not?
This war must end.
Oh, we didn't put them up yet. Okay.
Ready to move out.
We make them a bit further and overlap them. And then we move you, actually you and you way back. So we have some casters that can shoot, or that can do stuff.
I will help.
And we spread you guys out.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Rely on me.
And then
No reason to
Arueshalae, I need you up here too to shoot at the enemy at least a little bit.
Never stop learning.
I wonder if I can get in range to start the fight without hitting the Sirocco.
Keep your wits about
No, we cannot. Great.
A bright future awaits us.
It's okay. Get in there. Start the fight.
They will break against our resolve.
Alright. Let's see what happens this time. So she is almost in range to do a full attack right now. Sela's going to move over here. Firestorm did nothing. Sirocco did knock down our character. You don't have any AoE spells anyways, but still. Stay back. These two are going to be hopefully our best bet at killing the spiders.
Prepare yourself.
Can you do this? Yeah, we're in range of that. Cool. Creeping Doom is now kicked in. So some of them are getting hit. That's nice. I don't suppose you can Bone Shaker. Nope. I wanted to check it out, but that did not work. Nenio is doing damage to the spider swarms a little bit. Some of them. So there's a couple swarms in a row here. We can move up to about here. Get this going. We have killed one swarm and heavily damaged another one. There is still one on our main character, but it's actually inside of an overlapping Sirocco, I think, so we should be okay on that one. It's possible we're going to be able to hit them with a fireball. Yeah, look at that. I think they're all dead now. Get everyone out of the Sirocco we can. Let the guy come to us. We're also going to need haste, of course, at some point here. Group him back up. I don't think he has any more of those. No, I was wrong. He does have more summon spells. This one, not as bad, honestly. An Elder Worm does some damage, but it's not spiders, at least. So, yeah, well, we're going to stay back. Let it come to us, like always. You're fine. I need you to move up and do a haste. I think. Haste time it is. There we go. He is no longer sickened, but I don't know where the enemies that are going to be attacking him are, so we're going to wait. And you're just going to shoot. Keep doing some damage up there. Wait it out. I don't know where the Elder Worm is. Finger of Death did go off. He did some damage to us, but he didn't kill us, obviously. Otherwise, we would just be dead. He's got to be running low on spells, though, now. They don't usually have too many. Ten whole damage, nice. Alright, well, let's start magic missiling him. do whatever we can to kill him. I think the Elder Worm may or may not be knocked down by the Circo, so I'm not going to be too worried about that at the moment.
I shall survive.
We are last standing, because Finger of Death, obviously. But we're still alive, and that's all that matters. Come on, beat the saving throw. 22 damage, nice. A little bit better that time. Bunch of damage, we're not going in, of course.
Prepare yourself.
How many Finger of Deaths does this guy have packing? My dude, you gotta run out of Finger of Death. I think he might actually be out of them by now. He is now pretty close to melee. Actually, he's in melee with our main character, but also pretty close to melee with everyone else. He's dead. Alright. That may not be the last one. So where's the last one? Possibly up there. Let's go find out. I'm pretty sure there might be one up here. If you'll recall, this is where the insane person is. If it's not up there, where is it? I mean, it is possible that was the last one.
Does anyone require my counsel?
We're right by the... No, we're not. I mean, yes, we are. I would have thought it would update something if we'd killed the last one. No, definitely not. There's a thing that happens when you kill the last one. Let's go see if we can find another one of these things. Gotta be around. Remember the first time I did this area, I picked it up and had to fight them along with their other little enemies. That was all in core though, which wasn't nearly as hard. Nothing here. Oh, maybe that's where this one was. I thought there was a fight over here, and it might be the Spectre that was over here.
Let's have some
It 100% was. Okay.
Desna, guide my hand.
That's why I thought there was a fight over here. There is, technically. Darren, you're not really good at these types of encounters. Make some skeletons. Run away. It's highly unlikely they can even do any damage to them, not even a tiny bit. I'm glad we had that protection from fire up. Unfortunately, all of our poor skeletons got turned into paste. And it does make difficult terrain, which is annoying.
So it comes to this.
But it's fine. Everything is a-okay. We're gonna be just fine in this fight. There's nowhere to stand because everything's covered in lava. We are gonna do a haste.
Make your peace.
Nice damage. Not a hope in hell of hitting. Good. Heal everyone up. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about Death Ward on the horse. Well, the horse is definitely gonna die from level drain.
You made your choice.
Do I care? No. Not even the tiniest bit. It'll come back to life. It's fine.
I will resist.
This is gonna be the last one, right? What do you got for spells? Nothing, you're just level draining now. Nice. More.
I'm done with you.
Sweet. Alright, this is going good. We're gonna finish this one up. This is a long video, but that's okay. It's all the specters.
Prepare yourself.
Then we never have to come back to Winter Sun again, I don't think. More importantly, it's all the specters on hard.
The inheritor, guide my
Which really wasn't all that hard, to be honest.
Have to resort to brute force.
Was that the last one now? I feel like there should have been some sort of event if that was the last one. Don't make me jump cut to have to find another one. Don't do it, game. We're gonna go back and check this area. If there's no one there, that means we got one more specter to go somewhere. There were more specters than I remember them being. That's fine though. Yeah, no, he's definitely not here. Alright, I will definitely have to do a jump cut. I'm gonna go find the last specter and be right back. Hang tight. Alrighty, after looking around for far too long, I figured out where the last one was that we missed. Right here. Just to the sort of south of the actual place where we got the whip. So hopefully he's not too hard of a one, because I didn't actually try and fight him yet. I just found him and then reloaded, because it took a long time. I wandered a good chunk of the map before I figured out where he was. And we're missing all of our attacks, and there's spiked growth. I don't really think I care too much about that, honestly. I think this is guaranteed to be the last one. I've scoured the map really hard, and this is the only one that I found, so... I'm almost certain this is the last one. Like, 95% sure. There's still that critical miss that I could have made.
I'll just have to resort to
As my character does a critical miss for his next attack. Great.
Into the fray.
It's not an ominous, foreboding omen or anything.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, our horse is taking more negative levels, but I don't care. Once we finish this, we'll be golden.
So it comes to this.
That was some epically bad rolls.
The inheritor.
Nice, that was actually okay. We saved like the easiest one for last.
Guide my hand.
Kind of reminds me of the other one that has the entangling thing. I mean, if we had Death Ward on our horse, this wouldn't be even a big deal at all.
You've made your choice.
Get in there.
That will serve as an example.
So close to death. Come on, you can do it. Just die.
Make your peace.
Oh, I didn't mean our horse, but you know what? I wasn't specific enough. That's gotta be it now. The ghost beckons you and moves towards the burial site where you first encountered it. Everyone, make your way out of the squelching mess of thorns. We actually have another quest to do here that I forgot entirely about. It's in this cave. We're going to do it in the next video, and then we'll be done with Winter Sun, and we actually should gain a level out of that quest. The cave actually has a pretty intense fight in it, as I recall. You overpowered me 7 times. You are worthy of carrying my whip. I will not trouble you again. Now, 3,600 experience isn't a bad amount of experience, mind you, but it wasn't as much as I wanted to get from this quest. For now, though, I'm going to leave you guys here. That was a fairly long video, and we killed all of the specters. So, locations were here where the horse died. Here where we're standing, basically. There was one up over here. There's one over here in this village. There's one somewhere right around this area. There's one somewhere right around there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th one's here in this little area there. So 7 specters in total. Good times. Alright, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care.